Are you dreaming of Japan? The cherry blossoms, bullet trains, sushis, and the neon streets? I've got you. In this video, we are breaking down how Indian passport holders can apply Japan visa in 2026. It's a step by step process. I'm going to take you through all these steps in a very simple language. I'm going to cover all important aspects, starts from when to apply this visa, where to apply this visa, what is the visa fee, processing time, what are the recent updates on Japan visa, and what common mistakes you should avoid during this process. Whether you want to visit to Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto, or Hakone, this video will help you apply confidently and correctly. Let's jump right into the video. So when to apply this visa? You can apply this visa either 4 or 6 weeks before your travel date. The main reason behind this is the most of the metro centers like Bangalore, Chennai, you have to book an appointment before visiting the center. Usually it will take a week to 10 days to get your appointment. So it's better to apply for your visa at least 4 to 6 weeks before your travel date. You can't apply Japan visa directly at the embassy or through any other online platform. You have to go through visa application centers. For Japan visa in India, VFS Global is their official partner for visa processing. VFS Global has multiple centers across India. Here is the list. These are the list of visa application centers available in India from VFS Global. You can choose the nearest center for you and apply for your visa. These are the operating days. Usually it's from Monday to Friday. The timing would be 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. In few centers, it extends till 3 p.m. Like for example, in Chennai, it starts from 9 a.m. and ends at 3 p.m. And also check this page before visiting these centers directly because you'll find the recent updates in this page. For Jalandhar and Jaipur, these locations are temporarily closed, so please don't visit these centers. For Thimphu, you can directly walk in between Monday to Friday between 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. There is no appointment required for this location. But for the major metros like Bangalore, Chennai, the appointment is mandatory and must. You have to book your appointment before visiting the center. I'll give this link in the description below. Please check it out before visiting your centers. Let's talk money because planning your budget for an international trip is very important. For Indian passport holders, the Japan visa fee is only 450 to 500 rupees. It's cheaper than Thailand visa, which is 2000 baht. This is the only scenario where the service charge is expensive than the visa fee. You heard it right. VFS Global charges you 800 rupees as a service charge, but the visa fee is only 450 rupees. So overall, you will be spending 1250 to 1300 rupees. In case if you are opting for an optional courier service, then they will be charging additional 550 rupees. So typically, the overall cost for Japan visa per person is around 1300 to 1800 rupees. Japan officials haven't increased this price for a very long time, but there is a talk going on to increase this visa fee around mid of 2026 or later 2026. If that happens, then definitely they're going to see a huge dip in Indian travelers who visiting Japan for tourism purpose. Let's wait and watch. Let me take you through the list of documents required to apply for Japan visa. This list is somewhat similar to Schengen visa process, but the major difference here is the travel insurance is not mandatory for Japan visa. If you want to know more about Schengen visa process, I'll give the link in the iCard above. Please check it out. The complete document checklist is available in VFS Global website. These are the list of documents required to apply for a Japan visa. Let's start with original passport with at least 3 months validity, passport size photo with 80% face coverage, and duly filled application form, and the cover letter. The cover letter is an important document in Japan visa. You have to cover all the important details like who are all accompanying you and what are the travel dates, how you're going to manage your expenses. Everything has to be mentioned there. And original NOC or leave approval letter from your company in case if you are a salaried person. If you're self-employed, GST certificate. For doctors, KMC certificate. For landlords, property documents. For students, bona fides letter from your school. and the confirmed accommodation details has to be submitted. Either it can be hotel or you're staying with your family friends. Then the day-to-day schedule is nothing but your travel itinerary. And if you're traveling with your friends and family, you have to mention their passport copy, ticket, and visa copy. And applicants traveling to the third country after traveling to Japan, then they have to submit their visa copy as well. For example, from Japan, I'm planning to visit South Korea. I have to submit the South Korea visa copy as well. If applicant is an employee, then 3 months bank statement and 2 years ITR return and latest 3 months payslip has to be submitted. If sponsored, letter from sponsor and their financial documents like last 3 months bank statement, ITR return last 2 years, and 3 months payslip with sponsor's ID copy, and confirmed return flight ticket. If divorce decree, and if your family friends are traveling together, you have to apply it together. And the final one is passport copy, both front and last page of your passport. I'll share this link in the description below. Kindly check it out. The standard processing time for Japan visa is around 5 to 7 business days, but most of the cases you'll be getting your visa within 2 or 3 working days. But during peak season, or if your documents are not perfect, it can take longer. Now let me take you through the step-by-step process on how to apply Japan visa for Indian passport holders through VFS Global website. Go to Google and type VFS Global Japan. You can use this direct Japan link to start the process. Here you have to click apply for a visa, and here it shows step-by-step guide. It's a simple 7-step process. The first one is to identify your visa type. Then begin your application by filling the application form either offline or online. Then book an appointment to the nearest visa center and pay your fees, and then visit the visa center on a scheduled day with all your supporting documents. Once the process is completed, you will be given a reference code. By using that, you can track your application online. If everything goes well, you can get your visa along with your passport, and you can collect your passport at the visa center. Now click apply now. The first step here is to book an appointment. You can click this link to start the process for booking an appointment. This will take you to the login page. If you don't have a VFS Global login, please create one. This will be helpful not only for this visa, you can use it for other visas as well. I'm going to use my credentials. In case if you have an active application, this will show in your home page, but I don't have any. So I'm going to start creating a new booking. Here in this page, you have to choose your application center. Since I'm from Bangalore, it's all geotagged. So it shows only South India centers. I'm going to choose Bangalore. And the next step is to select the appointment category. Either it's a long-term visa or a short-term visa. I'm going to choose short-term, and automatically you can see the available appointment dates. For 1 or 2 applicants is 12th February, and for 3, 4, 5 applicants it's 17th February. For your reference, I'm recording this on 8th of February. So you can see 4 days and 9 days window you can get your appointment date for Bangalore location. Here you have to enter all your personal detail, passport detail, and your contact detail. Once you complete this detail, you have to save this data and go to the next section to book an appointment for the particular date and time. Then you have to select the service and get all the documents and visit the VFS Global on a scheduled day and submit all the documents. These are the photo specifications for Japan visa. The first important thing is it has to be a recent photograph, not more than 6 months old. And the dimension would be 35 mm into 45 mm. And the face visibility should be 70 to 80%. It has to be colored with plain white background. So have to look straight forward and face has to be seen clearly. You can download this visa application form from VFS Global website. You have two options. Either you can fill this form online directly, or you can download this form and you can manually enter all the details and sign it at the bottom. In this form, you have to enter the first category is to enter all your personal details, start from your name, date of birth, place of birth, sex, and marital status. Then the next section, you have to enter all your passport related details, type of your passport, place of issue, expiry date. Then comes the travel details, how many days you're going to stay in Japan, port of entry, what is your arrival date, everything. And then place of stay, where you are staying in Japan, and who and all is accompanying you, their details. In case if you are sponsored, the sponsor details has to be entered. And finally, you have to answer all these questions. Mostly it will be no for all these questions. You have to go through each and every question and answer it properly. And everything is done, you have to enter the date and sign it here. I'll give the link in the description below. Kindly check it out. These are the common mistakes you should avoid during visa process. Weak financial proof or inconsistent bank balance, unclear purpose of travel, vague cover letter, wrong photo specifications, not matching data between documents. There are real cases where travelers had all these documents but still got rejected because of small issues like data mismatch, date mismatch, unclear travel plans, and missing proofs. So take your time on every detail. Most applicants don't go through a formal interview process, but the officers may ask these questions. Why are you traveling to Japan? How long will you stay? What is your job in India? How will you afford this trip? When will you return to India? Answer these questions confidently, politely, and truthfully. A clear plan shows you are a genuine traveler. Hope this video is informative. If this video helped you, please like, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe to Virtual Visa. Don't forget to hit the bell icon for instant notification on all my future videos. And comment below the first city you're going to visit in Japan. Thanks for watching. I am Mohan, signing off.